Welcome to your trusted source for the latest news from around campus and beyond. Brought to you from the Media Production Studio, this is STTV.
What's up, Raven Nation? Welcome to our very first episode of STTV, brought to you by the Sussex Tech Media Production. Our first story of the evening is about... Ava, you realize we're live right now, don't you?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to beat my last record on Block Blast.
If you're going to be distracted, you should put that phone in the cell phone caddy, similar to what students are doing this year at Tech.
Put your phones up.
Boy! Schools all around the county are implementing a no phones allowed policy in the classrooms.
I would have 1 or 2 students that I'm dealing with their cell phone while 10 other students behind me were on their cell phones. And I can't tell as a teacher what they're doing. So a lot of times students would respond and say, oh, I'm playing this Kahoot or I'm working on Delta Math, but you don't know as a teacher what they're doing.
Despite a few minor issues, the school-wide rule has been going pretty well for everyone.
If I had any small issues, I would deal with it in my room or I'd deal with it one-on-one with that kid privately.
Last year was my first experience having cell phones in the classroom, and I did notice that they are very much a distraction.
Although kids don't get to use their phones in class, they're still able to take them out in the halls and during lunch.
Most students seem to respect the fact that if I ask them to put it away, they'll put it away. Very rarely do I need to use the caddy, but I have had to use the cell phone caddy before to have a student just get the distraction away from them.
By taking the phones away, students become more focused on their schoolwork and perform better in the classroom.
I'm not having to repeat directions, and they're actually getting their work done faster, so we're able to accomplish more in a class period than we were able to in the past at times.
Reporting for STTV News, this is Annabelle Bostic and Ava Maloney signing off.
Speaking of new procedures at Tech, let's take a look at one of our new safety measures.
Adding metal detectors was one of Tech's new safety protocols this school year. Do you feel safer with the metal detectors?
As a teacher, I do feel safer with the metal detectors. I appreciate that the school is prioritizing safety for the people within the building, staff and students.
I feel like metal detectors help our school to stay safer.
Students must enter one of the 3 doors with metal detectors each morning before class starts.
And I feel so much better that the metal detectors are here because I feel that we're all more safe, and I don't feel like anyone's really going to try to do nothing stupid.
With administration's overall goal of keeping students and staff safe at Sussex Tech, the metal detectors have been a great addition.
I, for one, am very thankful that I feel safe coming to school every day. Speaking of being thankful, guess what Thursday is?
Thanksgiving! I can't wait to dig in some delicious watermelon pickles. I know what you're thinking, but in an inspiring moment at Boston Children's Hospital, 8-year-old transplant patient Emerson Bays found a unique way to satisfy her cravings. While undergoing treatment, Emerson, who's on a fluid-restricted diet, got to spend a day with chef and child life specialist Sarah Bryce learning how to pickle vegetables. The duo spent hours creating dill, garlic, and even watermelon pickles, with Emerson saying it was the best 2 hours of her life. The fun didn't stop there. Emerson and Sarah threw a pickle party, sharing their briny creations with the hospital staff.
It's a heartwarming reminder of how simple joys like making food can bring comfort and connections even in the toughest of times. Well, I don't know about garlic pickles, but I sure do love donuts, and they happen to be giving some away at the recent Sussex Tech groundbreaking ceremony. Let's take a look.
History was made October 29, 2024. Sussex Tech High School celebrated the largest construction project for education in Delaware history. The ceremony consists of government officials, legislators, and Sussex Tech members tossing shovels of dirt into the air to mark this significant moment.
Today is in my mind, a day of celebration. It's a historic day for vocational technical education.
Sussex Tech Superintendent Kevin Carson states the new school will have an increased capacity from 1,350 students to 1,800 when the doors open in September 2027. He further goes on to explain the new school will continue to consistently provide training for careers, trades, internship programs, and much more. This is Sam Guidell reporting from STTV.
It's great to see progress on the construction of the new school, even if it is creating some parking issues.
Sussex Tech is having to take a detour regarding parking due to construction.
With the construction going on, there have been some changes from what we expected to have for parking from last year or for going into this year. Unfortunately, we lost the entire C lot, which is about 169 spaces.
Some students are still hoping to receive a parking pass while others receive theirs already.
We decided to redesign the bus lot, and we kind of crunched all of our buses together. We were able to add another 60 spots in that location. We took away some visitor spots and added a handful to the A lot in the front. So we were able to add, I think, a total of 64 additional spots that we would not have had if we did not adjust the busing lineup in the afternoon. We are hoping to add some additional parking spaces throughout the year, and as construction continues to get better, we hope to add a few more later in the spring. But construction will kind of determine that.
Sussex Tech isn't the only new building project in Sussex County. In Georgetown, a vote to fund an $18 million police station and public works building came down to just 13 votes. Many local residents support the new facilities, saying the police need better workspaces. The proposed site would be located on University Drive, near the Deltech campus, with plans to purchase a property in response to expected growth in the area. However, residents could see a $204 increase in their annual property taxes to help fund the project. The proposal now moves forward, with the town balancing the needs for the new infrastructure and the financial impact on its citizens.
Back to news around the school, one of the best weeks that students have during the school year is homecoming week. It fills us with school spirit and allows us to show up to school as our best selves. Let's take a minute to flash back to homecoming week.
October 4th and October 11th was homecoming spirit week here at Tech. October 4th was pajama day. The 7th was throwback. 8th, barbecue dad versus soccer mom. 9th was twin day, and 10th was color wars between all grades. Here is Lily to talk about the outfit she chose for her pajama day.
I chose the outfit because it's very girly and cutesy, and I feel like that represents my personality. And I wore my cute little panda slides, and I just felt very cozy and cute.
Wednesday, October 8th was also our powder puff game between the juniors and the seniors. The seniors ended up winning with a score of 6-0. Here's Haley Lawson to talk about what the game meant to her.
The Powder Puff game was really special just because it's going to be the last Powder Puff game played on that field. And just from not winning last year to winning this year was just something really special.
October 10th was the homecoming football game here at Tech. Sussex Tech ended up beating Concord 41-0.
Shotgun.
And that was a great way to start off that homecoming weekend.
And
Here's Braden Hazard to talk about the huge game they had.
It felt pretty good. I haven't had anything like that in a while, and it felt really good to see everybody in the stands cheering me on and chant my name after I got that second one.
During halftime of the football game, the king and queen for homecoming was announced. And here is your queen, Kirsten, to talk about what it means to her to achieve that honor.
Winning was really cool. I was really happy and excited, and I was really excited to win with Sean, obviously, and I just felt really loved, obviously, to be voted and all my friends supporting me, so it was great.
Finally, October 11th was the homecoming dance, where everybody decided to show up, dress up, and hit the dance floor.
We saw some pretty interesting dance moves that night, but homecoming wasn't the only place where students were cutting up the hardwood.
I think you mean cutting up the rug.
No, I meant hardwood. In our gymnasium, some of our Spanish classes recently participated in a Spanish integration project where students attempted to perform some fun dance moves while being active and learning more about the Spanish culture. Let's take a look.
We wanted to get the students interacting with each other again. We wanted to do the integration activity with the PE classes, and it's been an absolute blast. The students are enjoying it so much. They're asking us when we're going to do this again, so we're trying to fit this into a lesson sometime else in the year, but it's been so nice to see the students express themselves through dance and just enjoy themselves.
And we decided that dancing for fitness was a great idea, and it's a nice little integration project for the school.
We started with a line dance first.
It loosened them up a little bit. They were like, okay, it's not so bad. And then the students became more comfortable with the circle dance because they had already learned how to do the first one. And they're like, okay, dancing's kind of fun. We're out here, we're just laughing, cutting up. And then it was a good time.
Aside from all the dancing, Tech has had several opportunities for students and staff to express themselves during school spirit days, including a comfy, cozy day of wearing PJs. However, for one elementary school, Pajama Day became so much more. A school bus driver in Louisville, Kentucky is going viral for his heartwarming act of kindness. Larry Ferris Jr., known for going above and beyond for his students, noticed a little boy named Levi having a rough morning before school. On Pajama Day, Levi was in tears because he didn't have pajamas to wear. Touched by the situation, Ferris headed to the Family Dollar store after his morning route and bought 2 pairs of pajamas for Levi. When he delivered to the first grader, his face lit up and he hugged the pajamas to his chest. The gesture has won hearts online, with many sharing stories about the impact Mr. Larry has had on his students. Ferris, who's been a bus driver for 7 years, says it's his passion to build bonds with the kids.
What a great story. This holiday season, try to be more like Larry. There are plenty of local organizations in Sussex County accepting things like PJs, shoes, clothes, food, and even toys. Do you remember playing with toys when you were younger, Ava?
Of course, Maddie. Why do you ask?
Well, Transformers, My Little Pony, and the popular card game Phase 10 have been all recently inducted into the nation's Toy Hall of Fame.
Wow, that's an actual thing?
I know, I used to love those at-home science kits.
Well, if you like those kits, then you should look into joining Science Olympiad.
So Science Olympiad is an opportunity for students to explore any of the science fields from science, technology, engineering, mathematics. We have competitions that are everything from showing up and taking a test to show off the knowledge that you've already learned, to doing a lab on site at Delaware State University, to building engineering projects like robots and bridges or towers before you go up there, and then taking a test on it when you get up there. So there's usually between 24 and 26 competitions every year, and they're done at the state level, and then the top team from the state gets to go to the national level. So for state competitions, we finished as high as 7th in the state, and we usually have about 60 teams that show up for the state. For the county, we have won about 10 county championships, and we've won 1 invitational championship. So Science Olympiad is just an opportunity for me to work with students outside of the normal school day, get to know them a little bit better, and make some different personal connections with students outside of the classroom, where it's a very different atmosphere. We work around everybody's schedules, and the only day I actually really need anybody to definitely be there is the first Saturday in March when we have the competition at Del State University.
And that's all we have for you this evening, Ravens. Stay tuned for more episodes each month to keep you in the loop with the Raven Nation. This is Maddie Baroy
and Ava Amadon reporting from STTV. Have a great Thanksgiving.